Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. My name is still Cedric and today will be a bit more of an emotional episode because we are gonna try a beer that was gifted to me by a very dear friend who unfortunately passed away. She was a fellow beer lover, a brewer from time to time, and yeah, we had some great times involving beer and board games. So, anywho, what we're gonna talk about is the East Coast IPA by Insel Brauerei. So, a German beer. And let's first talk a bit about the brewery. The Insel Brauerei is a fairly young brewery. Of course, we have seen an incline in the number of breweries worldwide, but certainly also here in Europe, in Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany. And Insel Brauerei is founded in 2014 by three friends called Marcus Berberich and Frans und Andries de Groen. I don't know them personally, of course, but by what I read, and that's mainly written by themselves, they were also already experienced master brewers and they dreamed of their own brewery. So they got to talking, and in 2014 they founded the brewery at Rügen, which is an island in Germany, and where Marcus actually spent the latest 20 years of his life, or 25 in the meantime. So they found a building and they started brewing, and in 2015 the first brew came out. They actually built a brewery in Rambin, and they had have a warehouse in Bergen, which is also a major German town. They claim to have a very special brewing process. Of course, it's not that special, but they try to focus mainly on bottle conditioning, or in German, Flaschenreifung. And since I'm not German, I'll probably butcher some of these words, but that's okay. I did see that these guys have quite a bunch of beers, and I actually really like their marketing. They do everything in an island theme, in a holiday theme. For example, the East Coast IPA is marketed with a Volkswagen van, Samba as we say, and everything is in that theme. So the commercial is also a bunch of friends getting into the Volkswagen van, going to a lake and having a bunch of fun, playing guitar, having a drink, go for a swim. Of course, golden sunlight, bikinis, the works. And I can't but like that. I like that kind of marketing because I'm an outdoors guy myself, so I was immediately sold. And also I like that they wrap all their bottles. Now, I am gonna take this off later on, but so also Insel Brauerei, I say they have an island theme or a holiday theme. It isn't that far-fetched because Insel is actually just German for island. Let's first have a look at this bottle. Now, this says 4 times world's best beer at the London World Beer Awards 2016, 17, 18 and 18. In the meantime, they have a 5th award. So now they are 5 times best, world's best beer. We have here Seltenes Bier, 5.6% ABV, East Coast IPA with that lovely Volkswagen bus. Then ingredients: water, malted barley, wheat and oats, added dextrose, hops, yeast, and that is it. Bottle conditioned, and this sticker here also says, where is it? Over here. Flaschenreifung, traditionelle Methode, so traditional method, bottle conditioning. They don't specify the hops, but I did read up on this, and apparently they are using only one single hop in the entire brewing process, so they brew and dry hop with Chinook hops. I am vaguely familiar with Chinook hops because I used it myself in the past, and yeah, should be fruity, berries, a lot of red fruit aromas. Let's see. Then they do have this nice little map in the back to map out the taste. I will put somewhere here. I'm not used to the new layout, so I'll put it up somewhere here. I don't have that open space anymore to put everything. But apparently it is slightly herbal and spicy notes, a bit more dry and fruity through the roof. Recommended drinking temperature 10 degrees centigrade. I took it out of the fridge like half an hour ago, so it'll be around 10 degrees because inside temperature here is 16 degrees, 17 degrees. Okay, so let's peel off our neck a bit first because I don't want to get beer in my glass. Again, a very nice branded bottle cap. Seems like a guy with a dog looking through. How do you call it? Should brush up on my pirate English. It does say Rügener Insel Brauerei because of the location, the island of Rügen. Right. Like I said, I'm not used to this new decorum yet, so I still have to search for everything. Again, very fruity. Reminds me of last week's IPA that we had. The Van der Streek, alcohol free. Oh, that's highly carbonated because the bottle is not empty yet. A lovely head of foam, combination of tiny and mid-sized, medium-sized bubbles. No huge bubbles, which I like. I don't like huge bubbles. A lot of CO2 in there. A rather orangey golden color leaning to amber. Let's keep it at orange gold, which I didn't expect. I expected a New England IPA, hazy IPA. It's not super clear, it's slightly hazy, but I did expect a very pale IPA. Now, of course, we do have a combination of wheat and oats. That does promise for a nice full mouthfeel. I do get the herbal and the spicy notes in the nose. And it says half dry. It smells quite dry. No acidity in there, which is good. Nothing roasted. I don't smell anything roasted. Just have to dip my nose in the foam. I am indeed getting some berries. And some stone fruit like peaches. Maybe a tad of pineapple. Okay. I do get the the dry taste here, but it's more like a dry bitterness. I don't know if that sounds logical to everyone, but yeah, I do get a seriously hop-induced bitterness here, which means that they did use a lot of hop at the start of the cooking step during the brewing process, which released a lot of alpha acids or iso alpha acids. And that brings us back to the wrapping of the bottle, by the way. So I'm not going to go into the chemical details. Maybe that's for for an educational video series. I don't know. If you like that, let me know in the comments, and I might cook something up. But we add hops at the beginning of the cooking step, so we can pull out the bitterness, but the aromas, yeah, we actually break the aromas. We cook them off. And if we add hops in a late in the cooking step, the released aromas are kept in, and by cooling our beer, they actually, well, let's say condensate. It's not entirely true, but so they stay in the beer. And with dry hopping, we actually draw out a whole bunch of extra aromas. So early in the process, bitterness; late in the process, aroma; dry hopping, solely aroma. And the bitterness are iso alpha acids, the aromas are alpha or iso beta acids, and these beta acids are actually very sensitive to, amongst other things, UV light. They do decay over time, but they do decay under the influence of UV light as well. So never put your IPAs or hop heavy beers in the window or anywhere, even if they're in brown glass. Brown glass has a high refraction rate, more than green glass, and definitely more than white glass. But still, even in brown bottles, don't put your IPAs on the window sills or anything UV sensitive. And actually, it's a good thing that these guys wrap their bottles, because then you keep the UV light out. Plain and simple. Okay, enough of a chemistry lesson here. Just got carried away. I actually love that scent. It's very soft. Again, very tropical, but that's what you would expect. Yeah, like many fruity IPAs, this is actually a more bitter IPA. Of course, I'm not drinking it that fresh. I think it's half year, maybe a bit longer, a bit older. So the aromas have decayed over time a bit. But again, I like the dryness of this beer. I love the fruity taste. Not so spicy. Do get some herbal hints. But I would actually love this with with some game or marinated beef or meats. Probably something herbal, like with thyme and rosemary. Also, I still love this color. Again, no white foam, it's more like off-white, leaning towards beige. And as predicted, there we have it. Way hazier. I was just too careful pouring. Yeah. As predicted, it does have a very full, warm mouthfeel. It's like a cashmere sweater. So even though normally we associate the fruity IPAs with summer, with warmth, with refreshing, I actually would associate this, yeah, more with mid-season. It's like going to the lake in March. I do know that the Insel Brau commercials and tasting videos say tastes like summer in a bottle. Yeah, not for me. This is going to the lake in March, going climbing in October. This has nothing to do with surfing in July. Ooh, quite a bit of carbonation, a lot of CO2 in the nose as well. And the aftertaste, actually the aftertaste fades rather quickly. But it's still, yeah, dry and fruity. A lot of those berries are hanging on. Anywho, try this out for yourself. I know that they distribute to several countries. Get your hands on one, try it, let me know what you think about it. Again, if you like this video, let me know, leave something in the comments, hit the thumb, preferably the thumbs up, but hey, you're free. If you want to see more of this, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified, and I will be posting a bunch of videos in the near future. And I will be announcing a tiny project next week as well, or later this week. As usual, I'm gonna enjoy this a bit further, so cheers you guys.